Well, hello everybody. It's me, none other than your very own Chrissy Swag, coming back at you with yet another very logical and factual video. Today, we're talking about something, nay, someone, that I hate with the entire core of my being. And I know what you're thinking, Chrissy Swag. Hate's a strong word. You shouldn't use it lightly. Well, I'll tell you something. I'm not. Because today, we are talking about none other than Tom Nook is a stinky little man. By, of course, yours truly, Chrissy Swag. Jumping right into it, Tom Nook is a capitalist piece of shit who throws his ass in a circle just for that bag and doesn't even give back. Have I seen him donate to charity? No. Does he steal from charities? Probably. My man has 2 nephews he raises and gives no fucks. His money is his, and he is determined to put anyone and everyone in debt. Yes, that means your 2-year-old nephew, and yes, that does mean your 87-year-old grandmother. So basically, hide your kids and hide your wife, because Tom Nook's coming and he might have a knife. Who the fuck is this man? Who gives this man the right? Who created this man? Why does this man walk the earth? I'm curious. What is his goal? When will he stop? Well, he wants to lure young adults into debt in a fun and quirky way. And being the broke college student that I am, let me tell you, debt is not fun nor quirky. It's really not. And in this image right over here, if you can't read it, I will read it for you. I'll teach your kids how fun it can be to get into debt at an early age, and with eyes like these, you know exactly what I blow their hard-earned cash on. That is right. The devil's lettuce. As you can clearly see, this is the devil's lettuce. Continuing on. Debt collection. You can't hear Tom Nook without hearing the word debt. It doesn't exist. The debt. He's got money on his mind, and that's all he sees. So, Tom Nook, he's a capitalist, right? Correct. Here's the deal. In New Horizons, you arrive on your island, and you are quickly greeted with a debt of 49,800 bells. And your first thought is probably, oh shit, what are bells? Well, Tom Nook quickly realizes that you have no clue what bells are, and he says he's going to make it easier on you to pay off by charging miles instead. And miles, if you don't play Animal Crossing, is much easier to get than bells. But everything suddenly feels right? Wrong. You are wrong. You have never been more wrong in your entire life until this day. I don't care if you've gotten married in Vegas to some drunk stranger and the person that married you was a freaking Elvis impersonator, okay? You are wrong, okay? You're wrong. Tommy Boy only does this to throw you off the next time you are in debt of 98,000 bells for your home. You ask to pay them in miles, but he says no. What a bitch move. Okay, this is an actual image captured by one of my dear friends. That's me, looking at him in horror, holding nothing but a shovel. I'm going up against a behemoth, okay? A fucking behemoth. Do you see him? Evil in his eyes, money on his mind. When would this man stop? We don't know. And if you look closely, his health points, they equal the same amount of bells that you are put into debt when you first arrived to your island. Coincidence? I think not. All right, continuing on. Family or pawns? Well, let's see. This devious, scheming raccoon also has a family, which may seem like a point towards his innocent side, but however, his manipulation extends to them as well. His two young nephews, Timmy and Tommy Nook, work for him. And while this in itself seems suspicious, considering the fact they're probably not older than 11, there are much, much worse things going on. They appear to be completely brainwashed into being totally obedient to him, calling him their fearless leader, and even President Nook. And I don't know if you can see, but in these images, right up here it says, Timmy says, our shop is named in honor of a shop our beloved President Nook used to run. Not uncle, not grunkle, not fucking uncle, I don't know, nothing. And down here, Tom Nook says, my staff, Timmy and Tommy Nook, opened up their new shop today. My staff, oh my, nope, my staff, not my nephews, not my family members, my staff. Disgusting. They never take a day off, and yet we also never witness them being paid for their efforts, which makes it not only a violation of child labor laws, since they're literal children, but also basic labor laws as well. Next. Possible murder. This is where shit starts to hit the fan. Okay. Tom, whatever his fucking middle name is, Nook, had a wife. And what was her name? Shelley. And what happened to her? We don't know. There are two possibilities. They say that they either divorced, as people typically do when they get married to each other and hate each other, or Shelley got in a tragic accident. Now, I know what you're thinking. They probably got divorced. However, Tommy Boy Nook is just a little too extra for that. Divorce is too mainstream for him. No, he can't. That's too simple. That being said, since no one has evidence of hearing from her, she probably did. Plus, Nook, Tommy Boy Nook, my main man, Tom Nook, doesn't ever mention her. I mean, even divorced couples mention each other because they hate each other, even if it's out of hatred, but we haven't heard or found evidence of him ever speaking of her, so here's the deal. He murdered her, doesn't mention her, and just moves on. What a sly little man. What evidence do I have, you may be wondering? Take a good look. Take it in, really just take a breather. Take in this picture. Take it in so much that you are afraid that he's coming for you. Had enough? I thought so. Bye. Well, thank you so much for watching and listening to my very logical and factual argument that makes total sense. I hope you enjoyed the video, and remember, please subscribe or Tom Nook will come after you. If not him, Mr. Worldwide. And remember, I'm Chrissy Swag, and that's all, folks.